pushing for you, Gwen.
Come to me, Taylor. Come to Columbus. Come to me.
Yeah, clean. I put my new comforter set on last night. Oh. Gwen, I'm gonna call you when I'm done getting her dressed. Okay, bye-bye. I know.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
For the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. A throw taken in by Sims. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun, Haskins.
Good play.
And he finds McLaurin. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington.
Easiest play to do.
Terry McLaurin,
why they don't go out and cover him.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
37-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, They get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
Good play.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
44-yard line.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Here's McKissick. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Haskins pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. Well, Saquon Barkley last year against Washington, he won many a fantasy league with his performance in Week 16. 189 yards rushing. That was the 3rd highest single game total in the NFL all of last season. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Teach you about coming in that box.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
All I want to do is ID.
On his feet past
I'm
the
going to get
30
picked up. You're about to run around the blocker. I'm going to get 5 to 6 yards a pop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, Parker, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Dion Lewis. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give to Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Gotta love the zone coverage.
Jones from the gun.
Motherfucker.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Haskins. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Washington.
Barber on 1st and 10. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The tackle made by Dexter.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
20-yard line.
Second and 7 from the 20. Operating from the gun. Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's good.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
It's caught. Shepard. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
1st down.
That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 37. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Lewis out of the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Jones sets up the screen to Lewis. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Landon Collins made the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line. On
2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Lewis on the handoff. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Throwing, Jones. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And his kick is good.
Makes this Washington 13, Giants 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Giants 14, Washington 13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. And his throw here's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Looking for Inman deep. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Haskins going to throw again. He gets it to Thomas. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Mikey, 18. You got touch.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Haskins. Forced out to his left. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now it's Tate. He juked him. Breaks a tackle. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 14-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
4-yard line. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Under 10, 10. Check it back. Switch gears.
Again, it's Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Switch it.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones looking for Shepard deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
So 1 1st down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
At the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A handoff to Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, though. It's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the screen. Jack. He's checking. Crash. Kill.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tackle made right at midfield. A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 34-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Giants 21, Washington 13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
J.D. McKissick. His fourth touchdown on the year. And Washington now within a two-point conversion of tying this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their two-point lead.
19.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Giants 28. Washington 19.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Out Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll run with McKissick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Washington.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Haskins on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 22-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to fire deep for Radley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own 42-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here we go with Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Jones throwing for it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Giants 34.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.